Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday morning meeting. It's good to see everybody. Today we have a little bit of a more special meeting than we otherwise do. This is our opportunity for us to welcome a new member to the team. This doesn't happen very often, and I'm very, very excited about the person that we're about to bring on board. One of the things that we do is we can really help people with their external conflicts, right? Whether it's in the workplace or at home, the conflict is usually between them and somebody else. And we can kind of help them, whether it's one-on-one or through mediation or training. We can help them overcome that and learn about the conflict process. But we've never offered to any of our clients who are undergoing those internal conflicts. Well, that's now changed. We're going to be bringing on Lisa McCallum on board. Now, Lisa is a divorce specialist. She's a vlogger. She's an author. She's written the book Dreams Come First. And she offers a different approach for people to really investigate where they are at different stages of the divorce process, whether it's like before, during, or after. But I'll let her kind of get into that. So what I'm kind of hoping is that we all do a quick hello to Lisa, and then I'd love for you guys to be able to ask her some questions and see how she can kind of help out the team and help out our clients, most importantly. So everybody say hi to Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Great to have you on the team, Lisa.
Well, to be here. Thank you.
And I think, Lisa, the most important question that we kind of all have is how can you really help our clients that might be going through the mediation process?
Yeah, thanks, Don. Yes, I think the main thing for your clients is usually there's going to be one client that's more ready to go through this process than the other client. That's generally the case. And within that, I provide several different courses that I have. And the main thing is either way, the focus is going to be on the client and making them the priority. And that is the main focus in all of the courses that I have. So whether they're ready to move on or they're kind of stuck a little bit and they're not as ready as the other partner, either way, they're going to be the courses and the coaching that I have focus on them, what they want, what they desire, where they're at that time, and planning around that for into their future so that they can get their own desires and their needs met.
Okay, that's really cool. So I guess what would you say that your vision and goal was in creating these courses and for the takeaways for some of the clients?
Yeah, thanks for asking that, because yes, my main vision is that each of the clients are going to get their desires and their needs met within their relationship or moving on into future relationships, and that they can be the best version that they can be in their marriage or out of their marriage. That is the main goal. And to be moving on into a future that's designed for them, that they can create for themselves.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Well, I know I want to open it up for some questions from the team as well. Jesse, do you have a question? I saw your hand.
Yeah, I was just wondering, how does somebody get beyond the I've been divorced or the I'm a divorcee label that comes along with this whole process?
Yeah, I know that can be a very difficult one to absorb in that label. And I think in this day and age too, that label is being kind of how would I say? It's not as strong a label as it used to be many years ago. And people are becoming more independent. They're happy about their decision. They're moving on. They're feeling very empowered with themselves. But the main thing for that is couples or the individual is being focused on an outer label. And so all of my courses and my coaching focus from the inside and what they're about. And I'm always talking about what their needs are, what their desires are, what they want. So when we can focus in on those particular things, then they're not focused on that label anymore. They're happy within themselves, with the future that they're creating for themselves. And that just kind of dissipates over time. And I'm finding that there's a lot of people out there that are now saying, yeah, I am divorced and I made a great decision and I'm moving on.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Liz?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Liz.
So I have a potential client that's interested in proceeding with divorce, but their family's putting pressure on her, which seems to be common. How could you help that client?
Yes. And does her, so it's her family that's giving her a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people like that. That's a very common thing because the family are having their own internal struggles as to how this is going to play out for themselves. So it's not a selfish thing, but they are concerned about their own feelings first. I'm finding in a lot of this. So what I get into with the client are specific questions for them. We really delve into some really deep questions. Some of those are what's important to them and who are they pleasing in all of this? And who is the most important person here that's at stake? Whose feelings are most important in all of this? And when we get further into those types of questions, what happens is that they then discover for themselves that they are the one that's most important. Their feelings are most important, that they have to please themselves. And in society, still a lot of people, and especially women, but guys too, get this pressure to please everybody else instead of themselves. So when we delve into these questions, they find their own truths to themselves, and then they feel a tremendous amount of strength and courage within themselves to stick to that and then make that decision from a clearer perspective that this is what they really want, and then they're basing it on their own decisions that are all within themselves, so they get that empowerment within themselves to make that decision.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Nancy?
Yeah. Hi, Lisa. We have coupled or now finished your separation. So the individuals are interested in exploring new relationships. What would you say to them?
Yeah, this is a good one because I find everybody wants to get right out there. Well, not everybody. There's usually one of them that just can't wait to get out there and explore all of that, and they delve right into that. And then the first person that they meet, they're in love with and they're crazy about, and this is it. So often that's the case, like that's out there. But my best advice is really asking them what they want in their next relationship. So do they want the same relationship that they just had, or do they want something completely different? And asking them to take some time to figure out these things, go and enjoy themselves, all the things that they loved before, maybe some new things in their lives that they'd like to go and do. But it's that a bit of time to explore themselves so that they're not delving into the same thing all over again. Often we're really vulnerable right after this time, and a lot of feelings are coming out in us. People, they want to date, they want to fool around, this kind of thing. So it's figuring out what exactly that they want. I'm always getting back to that. So the questions that I ask them are, what's most important to you? And what is it that you most want and that you need in this next relationship? But going and discovering that stuff for yourself so that you're healthy and that you're bringing more and a better version of yourself into the next relationship, because that's what it's all about. It's that repurposing yourself, reinventing yourself, being the best version of yourself moving forward. And then it's a whole lot healthier for you and your kids and everyone around you when you can focus in on that.
Wow, what an amazing perspective. I love that. I love that. Thanks. And Andrea.
So, Lisa, I have a couple currently being mediated, and the husband is really ready to finalize everything and move forward, but the wife seems to be dragging her heels a bit. How can you help them in that situation?
Yes, so I have several different courses. And what I would suggest with both of them is a totally different course. They're on two different levels. One's wanting to move forward and the other one is stuck. So the one that's moving forward, we can get into specific questions about how they want to plan this out, their new relationships, all like the relationships that they're in already, new friends, new things that they're going to enjoy in their life. So we set out a really nice plan that way. And then the one that's further, or that's back, that's not there, that's not even thinking about that, it's the fear of the unknown. They don't know where things are going to go. They're still attached to that spouse. They still have deep feelings for them. So another course that I have for them is, and as the book says as well, is putting your dreams first. So it's a complete focus on yourself. And it's a step-by-step program. We go really slow and take our time going through all of these different stages that they're going through, so that they're going to feel really great coming out of this, where they're planning their future and still hanging on to some really great things that they've already got in their life. They probably got some really great relationships with friends and things that they already like doing. But it's that slow process of getting them into some new things in their life, some new friends, new things that they enjoy. And I find overall with that, they wind up really strong in the end.
Great.
Wow. Wow. That's those perspectives, you know, we've always tried to be able to help people through that and offer them those resources externally. Now to be able to offer that from within Fresh Start is an amazing opportunity. I think for our clients to have that that knowledge that we have them covered, you know, really from A to Z, whether it's external conflicts or internal conflicts that they have. I know that some of the things that we're working on are extending this to corporate relationships outside of just the interpersonal relationship at home, but that's down the road. Right now, if you are interested in taking a look, there is a tab for Lisa's Fresh Take right at the www.FreshStartMediation.ca. You'll be able to purchase some of these courses directly online. But I would always recommend chatting with Lisa first. So always chat with Lisa is always going to give you a really good direction of where you're going to go, what you need, and which course is probably the best for you. We have your blog that's going to be put out today, which is really exciting. It's such a unique perspective. And I know, I guess, you know, I don't want to speak on behalf of everybody, but on behalf of myself, I'm just so grateful to have you part of the team. So welcome aboard, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. I am very grateful to be a part of this team. You all have such a unique perspective, such amazing expertise. So putting them all together, we can really help a lot of people here that are going through all of this.
Fantastic. Well, that's the goal.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to continue the meeting on a little bit later. We all have some clients and some meetings, but thank you very much for everybody accommodating this today. And I look forward to chatting with everybody soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Lisa. Bye.
Lisa.
You.